to Would I Lie to You, the show with fabulous fibs and terrifying truths. On David Mitchell's team tonight, a comedian who says he looks like a cross between Miss Piggy and Boris Johnson. So, part puppet with the face of a pig and part Miss Piggy. It's Rob Beckett. And a presenter of Newsnight who attended an all-girls school that she describes as being a bit like St. Trinian's. I say forget the quiz, let's talk about that. It's Kirsty Walk. And on Lee Mack's team tonight, a dancer who's been in the business for 40 years. Quite an achievement, considering he says he's 37. It's Bruno Tonioli. And an avant-garde comedian and broadcaster who redefines cool. Cool now means having a beard and living in Norwich. It's Adam Buxton. And so we begin with round one. It's Home Truths, where our panellists each read out a statement from the card in front of them. Now, to make things harder, they've never seen the card before, so they've no idea what they'll be faced with. And it's up to the opposing team to sort the fact from the fiction. Bruno Tonioli, you are first up tonight.
I once caused a fire in a hotel while making pasta sauce for Bananarama.
David's team. Bananarama, I should say, David, are a popular pop group from the 1980s, all-girl three-piece band.
Yeah, right. I should point out, girls are...
I mean, the key question here, Bruno, is why were you making pasta sauce in a hotel for Bananarama?
Because I'm Italian and, you know, people like my pasta.
Who's your favourite member of Bananarama?
They're all my favourite. They're all friends.
Perfect answer. If he's lying, he's good.
One of them is married to Andrew Ridgeley.
What, really?
Wasn't one of them married to the Eurythmics bloke?
Yeah.
Dave Stewart,
yes. No,
Dave
you're
Stewart,
thinking of...
That's Annie Lennox.
No,
Annie Lennox wasn't in Bananarama.
It's so difficult working with such music experts.
Anyway, back to the story. When was this? When was it?
It was in the 80s.
The 1980s.
Right. But wait a minute, you were just... You were very young. Were you very
I was
young?
extremely
80s?
young. I was practically a fetus.
And why were you with Bananarama?
I was shooting a video. I was shooting a video.
Were you dancing?
You were directing it? What were you...
Choreographing a video.
You were choreographing a Bananarama video.
Yeah.
I have to say, having seen Bananarama videos, I don't think there's an over-reliance on choreography. You point to your hand like this, you go like that. You go up in the air, you come down. You go to that side. It's a wonderful. I love it. Now, where is the kitchen and my saucepan?
So anyway, I was working with a lot of pop groups at the time. Bananarama was one of my clients, and I was in Los Angeles shooting a video. And after we finished filming, I went to the hotel. They asked me to cook a pasta for them.
Is cooking dinner at the end of the day part of the choreographer's job description? Because some hotels, I believe, at the very top end, will actually provide a food-making service for you. And in fact, I've heard it's even frowned upon if you attempt to cook your own meal on the premises.
But there are some hotels, rock and roll hotels, which actually have villas, so you don't go through what everybody goes through.
So how did the fire? You say there was a conflagration.
Well, what happened is that I kind of started this tomato sauce, and I said to Sarah, I need to get some extra ingredients, so you just watch the onions.
Yeah, I know.
Make sure that once they become golden, you remove the pan from the stove, and wait for me to come back to finish.
Very clear instructions.
Very clear. It's very simple.
An idiot could follow those instructions.
So
after a day of trying to choreograph Bananarama, you knew they couldn't follow any instructions.
So anyway, so I come back, and there is like fire ranging, smoke everywhere. What the hell is going on here? Basically, she washed her hair, and the kitchen was on fire. Everything was black. I mean, the whole thing was a terrible disaster.
Was Bananarama all right?
Who cares? My pasta was ruined.
Did the fire brigade come?
Yes.
Was that nice?
Yeah. Was it nice, did you say, Rob?
Was it nice?
Very odd question.
Was it nice?
How was the fire engine? Was it nice?
because in America they're always very nice. How you doing, sir?
Yeah.
Is this your villa? Is it burned down to the ground? Well done. Good job.
Yeah.
Good job. They're lovely. I love it. Good job.
I like it. I like it.
You know, they're so nice. Everything in America is lovely. It's good job.
Okay.
David, what are you thinking?
What do you think?
I'm thinking it's a lie.
Really?
Yeah.
I think he's kind of telling the truth because it's so ridiculous.
I think we're going to say true. I think it's true.
OK. Bruno Tognoli, was it true or was it a lie?
It was the truth.
Yes, it's true. Bruno did cause a fire in a hotel when making pasta sauce for Bananarama. Adam, you're next.
If my wife and I are having a row, to help us think more rationally, we go into separate rooms and continue the argument over Skype.
I should say, before we kick off here, if anybody in Wales is watching, Skype is it's a sort of telephone call with pictures. David.
Adam, where did this idea come from?
Well, it first started when we were not in the same physical space. Well, like, we weren't in the same house. We were
On Skype already?
We were on Skype. We were in different countries, and we were having quite a difficult conversation that I was anticipating was going to get out of hand, and I was surprised by the fact that Skype enabled us to stay relatively calm.
What was the difficult situation?
I was going to ask
Did it
that.
go along the lines of, what's that person doing in the background?
So what was the last row you had that required Skype's intervention?
Well, I mean, this is kind of personal.
You brought it up, mate.
I mean, it was sparked off by drawers being left open.
Oh.
I mean, I was very irritated because it was something that I pointed out a number of times, and I was disappointed to see that the conversation.
Classic.
Yeah. I'm not angry, I'm disappointed.
Disappointed. I was very disappointed to see that the tip that I had given about keeping the drawers closed, especially the ones at a low level, so I don't bark my shins. Is that really unreasonable? I was disappointed to see that that chat hadn't been actioned.
So how do you go from arguing?
Yeah.
Which one of you will then say, OK, whoa, time out. Let's.
I mean, that's enough to start a divorce. Someone goes, OK, time out. Right, that's it.
So I do that with my wife when we're having an hour. I go, make us a cup of tea. that doesn't help. Just a tip for you.
Who makes that decision? How does it move on to the Skype stage?
Yeah, I'm the one who makes the decision, because originally I thought that it would be a sort of funny way of diffusing some tension.
Is this a system you could see yourself implementing, David?
No.
You and Mrs. Mitchell, perhaps, if tempers are ever, heaven forbid, raised?
Well, I think it wouldn't work for us because I think we find computers more annoying than each other.
So, David, what are you thinking? Has Adam been telling the truth?
What do you think, Kirsty?
I think it's really, really possible.
What do you think?
He does like computers, doesn't he? Look at him.
I've got one last question.
Come on, then.
Oh, right.
The first time you had the row in real life, and you had in the back of your mind that maybe if you could get onto Skype, the row would be diffused. Was that not, to your wife, an incredibly annoying suggestion?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
I would have thought that the de-escalating effects of Skype would be overwhelmed by the escalating effect of suggesting Skype.
It's heavy going, isn't it?
It is heavy going.
It's very heavy going, that one.
8 years of this.
Get to the point!
Get to the point is not an exhortation you can fairly make during a parlour game. There is no point. This is a pointless exercise. We are whiling away our finite time before the grave.
What are you going to say? Truth or lie?
I think it's the truth.
I'm not thinking it's so weird it's true.
OK, my team says true. I'm certainly not sure either way, so I couldn't overrule them.
So it's true.
So we're saying
You're
it's
saying
true.
Right, OK,
Yeah.
OK. Adam Buxton, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
Skype conducted arguments, that is a lie.
Oh, brilliant!
Yes, it was a lie all along. Adam and his wife don't go into separate rooms to argue over Skype. OK, our next round is called This Is My, where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. This week, each of Lee's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest, and it's up to David's team to spot who's telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, Hayden. So, Adam, what is Hayden to you?
This is Hayden. He is the human statue that I once had to give a massage to because he got cramp in his leg.
Bruno, perhaps you could explain how you know Hayden.
This is Hayden. When I choreographed a dance routine for a troupe of JCB diggers, he drove digger number 3.
And finally, Lee, what's your relationship with Hayden?
This is Hayden. He used to be the lead singer of Bananarama until a fire tragically burnt off his hair. Actually, that's not true.
Lee,
Yes.
what is your relationship with Hayden?
This is Hayden. He once stopped a cow charging at me by throwing
Oh,
an
this one's true. Oh, hang on. Let's listen, because this one's true.
Do you know what? Now you're starting to think maybe the Bananarama was true. I will continue. This is
Lee, what is your relationship with Hayden?
This is Hayden. He once stopped a cow charging at me by throwing an apple pie in its face.
There we are. There we are. Adam's stiff statue, Bruno's dancing digger driver, or Lee's bovine basher. David's team, where would you like to begin?
Well, Adam, what was the situation in which you had to give a human statue a massage? Why was his cramp your problem?
Well, we were in London, me and my family, my 3 young children and my beautiful wife, and we were on the South Bank, right next to the London Eye, and we saw Hayden there. He was dressed as a golden robot man. My daughter wanted to pose for a photograph with him because she thought he was adorable looking. She loves gold, anything gold. And in the middle of the photograph, he sort of started making pained robot noises.
How did you become certain enough that a massage of an intimate part of his body would be gratefully received?
I just asked. I said, would you like me to rub your calf?
In fact, funny enough, that's interesting because that's the exact phrase I used when the cow charged at me.
Sure. Were there many people there? Because quite often a crowd gathers around someone like
this. No, it was rainy morning, cold, rainy morning.
When it was a rainy morning, why was you walking around London with your family? It sounds like a bit of a...
You know, sometimes, I don't know if this is true or not, you can leave the house and it's not raining, then it starts raining.
Yeah.
By the rumours I've heard.
But what I normally do is go in like a coffee shop, not wander around looking at robots in the rain.
What I would say to you, Rob, is do you have children?
So often a 5-year-old says, Caffè Nero, please. This weather is intolerable.
Do you have children, Rob?
No children, no.
So you live a life of unalloyed pleasure and hedonism, not having to think for 1 second about another living person. If you have children, it is not uncommon to trudge around the South Bank in the pouring rain with the drudgery of your life pressing down on you and these voices coming at you from every damn side. You don't know you're born. And the fact that you stood still looking at this loser, it's blessed relief from listening to them giving this all the time. Right, David, who else would you like to quiz?
Bruno, there was a digger dance.
A digger, it was a dance routine in which we had many, like a group of diggers.
And how many diggers? So 20?
I think it was, no, 12.
And what was it for?
It was for these fairs, you know, this kind of country fairs where they have all sort of products in relation to farming.
And what was so special about Hayden's digger?
Well, I mean, they're all the same, the diggers, but he was number 3.
But
Did he have to do a particularly difficult pirouette?
They all had to do very, very difficult manoeuvres, because can you imagine, you know, they're huge, they're tons, and they have things moving up, down, so everything was to music.
What was the music?
Choreography. It was a medley.
Oh, love it. I love
a
that.
medley. You love medley, don't
Yes.
you? Oh, Andrew Lloyd Webber tune.
Oh, I've gone off it.
Yeah, is it your favourite? Your favourite?
Right, Lee.
yes.
A cow was charging at you, and then Hayden
Hayden had a pie.
saved
Luckily,
you.
Hayden had the apple pie and threw it in its face.
So why was he carrying an apple pie?
Good question. Because we were going to a wedding.
Oh, you knew him?
Oh, I know Hayden, yeah.
So
yeah.
you're on your way to a
We're at the
wedding
with an apple pie.
across a field
With an apple pie.
We're in a car park.
All right.
We're going to some sort of like country wedding. There's lots of marquees and things, and we've got to walk through quite a bit of land with lots of farmers' land around it. And there was a cow that started approaching, and he was carrying, bizarrely, an apple pie.
So it was a bring your own food wedding?
No, hey, just because we're Northerners, don't be like that. Yeah, no, it was his children are very picky eaters, and he knew that the children wouldn't eat any of the fancy food at the wedding, and so he didn't want the stress of the child not eating and then getting fractures.
Yeah. But why did the cow charge you? Because cows are normally quite timid. Bulls charge.
It started coming towards me, and as a joke, I started sort of like enticing it a little bit.
Showing it a nipple.
Yeah. And the cow went,
Call that a nipple? Have a look at these!
So you're with your family. You're not on your own. You're with your family.
I'm with my family. I'm with my wife and 3 children.
Can I ask how...
And I, like Rob, was weeping, going, why can't I be on my own for once?
You're walking across the field.
Yeah.
The cow has noticed you.
The cow, well, noticed me, he didn't go.
Lee Mack.
That's Lee Mack.
Are you early?
To be fair on me, Lee, I did say noticed, not recognised.
The cow sort of looked up, right?
Yeah.
And it wasn't...
Noticed you.
Was it Frisian belted Galloway?
I don't know what the temperature was like. The cow, it was one of those ones that looked like Mick Hucknall.
oh, the ginger one. Ginger cow.
Island one, yeah. You know the ones that look like Mick
It's a
Hucknall wearing a
Highland-
Vikings helmet?
Yeah.
One of them.
Highland, one of those.
Highland cow.
In Cumbria. Where were you?
That was, believe it or not, it was actually on the Isle of Mull.
Okay.
Now we're getting...
Now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah, we're getting
Yeah, we're
somewhere.
on the Isle of Mull now, aren't we?
You were dressed in a kilt?
No, because I've got some self-respect.
And so the cow noticed you, starts coming out.
I don't think the cow was charging us in the sense of it's going to kill her, but it was walking very fast towards us.
You got your children with you,
foolishly
right?
had picked up a load of grass and was sort of doing that.
You waved the grass as a joke.
I got the grass like that. It started getting a little bit out of hand because it started getting a bit of grass, and then we sort of walked away a bit, and then it walked very fast towards us. And I went like and sort of threw it in the cow's face, and the cow got a bit of a shock.
How far away from the cow was Hayden when he launched the pie? What was,
I would say...
Did he actually press it into the cow with his hand?
No,
or
I think he
chuck
mixed it up.
over?
I think he mixed up this incident and something that happened with the Chuckle Brothers. He didn't go... and he did threw it down slowly and the cow went...
So how far away were you when you when he threw the pie?
It was all in a bit of a panic, but I would guess at somewhere in the region of sort of how far now I am from Hayden. So it was one of those sort of...
So did it go in the horns and all down through his hair?
To be honest with you, we were sort of facing the other way going at speed, so I didn't say, kids, come back, see how it's landed.
So, David's team, is Hayden Adam's stiff statue, Bruno's dancing digger driver, or Lee's bovine basher?
What do you think, Tess?
I'm just not sure about the idea that he looks like the kind of guy that is a golden robot.
Look at his golden robot head.
No. I I don't think he's a robot. No, it doesn't show Lee in a good light because he's acted incredibly stupidly and then couldn't repair his own damage.
Yeah, well, absolutely. He's lured...
literally...
I didn't
his children in danger.
No,
Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah,
Hang on. I'm not having another one taken into care. I did not. I simply said, look at the orange beast, and waved a bit of...
I remember last series where you brought in a video of you making one of your children cry.
Yes, I remember that. Yes.
I think he looks like a guy who'd probably be very precise with a digger.
I'm siding on Digger over Robot, definitely, and don't know about the cow pie.
Yeah, I think we're leaning towards Bruno's story being
You're
true.
all thinking it's the digger?
Yeah.
OK. Hayden, would you please reveal your true identity?
My name's Hayden. I was digger number 3 in Bruno's dance routine.
Yes, Hayden is Bruno's dancing digger driver. Thank you very much, Hayden. Which brings us to our final round, quick fire lies. And we start with... It is David.
As a child, I was scared of the sun.
What age?
I think this would probably be when I was 4, 5, 6, 7, that sort of age. When I was 4,567. I was still in my infancy as a god.
What was it about the sun that you found frightening?
It was looking at it.
Oh, yeah.
Did you just go out at night or something? You never went out during the day?
No, I did go out during the day, but I would sort of obsessively keep my eyes towards the ground.
Right.
The problem was that someone used the phrase, if you look at the sun, you will go blind.
Funny enough, exactly the same advice for me as well, but it was page 3 of the Sun. So you would still go out, but you would avoid anyway.
And then, occasionally you sort of turn your head and the sun goes through your vision, and it can create that slight, when you blink, you can still see.
And you thought that was burning.
And I thought, right, well, what's that? Is that the beginning of the great eternal darkness?
Yeah. You really had a happy childhood, didn't you? Then? We were all then on our rally grifters, and you were thinking about the eternal darkness.
Did anything else scare you as a child?
Oh, yes, most things.
What else scared you?
Well, the trouble is that some children are timorous and some children are reckless.
Yeah, and Sagittarius.
And in order... But in order to save the lives of reckless children, warnings are calibrated for their safety, the result of which is that the timorous live in a state of perpetual terror. What I needed to be told is, most days you won't die, it's fine. I wasn't ever going to tear across a 3-lane motorway.
Right.
The very existence of a 3-lane motorway in the same postcode as me made me not want to leave the house.
And presumably you would wait for about 3 weeks before swimming after a meal.
No, and having an ice cream in the afternoon and then thinking, right, well, I should probably not swim for the rest of the holiday. And then someone says, when I was an adult, you don't have to wait at all. It's all a myth. You can swim and eat.
Did you...
While looking into the sun.
So what are we thinking?
Adam?
I'm thinking true fact.
I'm going truth.
So you're saying it's the truth?
Yeah.
Go on, we'll say it's true.
You're going to say that it's true. OK. David, truth or lie?
It is true.
It's a whole human story. Yes, it's true. As a child, David was scared of the sun. Next. It's Kirsty.
Jeremy Paxman didn't talk to me for a week after he caught me drinking from his Snoopy mug.
Lee.
I'm sorry, I'm very ignorant. What's a Snoopy cat?
Snoopy, you know who Snoopy is? Snoopy's a rapper and... he's a cartoon character, a comic strip.
Snoopy the dog.
Snoopy the dog.
Snoopy the
Charlie
dog.
Brown.
Charlie Brown.
Jeremy Paxman has a Snoopy...
Mug.
Mug.
Yeah.
Cup mug thing.
And how did he come about finding out you'd had... Was there lipstick on the coffee cup?
No, he caught me.
He actually caught you? You were lips on cup?
Yeah.
What did he say? So picture the scene, right? I'm Jeremy Paxman. No, because you have to play him, otherwise I wouldn't be able to say it because I wasn't there. I'll be you, right? News. That's you rehearsing.
That's me.
News. All right, I need a little break.
News. I need to go and see...
News. Paxman!
Highland
Paxman's
Cow,
in.
Isle of Mull, Highland Cow.
Hang on, you're both doing you now.
No. Don't do you.
He's doing you.
I'm you and you.
Right.
He's doing you.
I'm doing you.
Are you?
No, just let's be very clear.
I'm at my desk.
Lee is doing you.
I'm you.
You are doing Jeremy
Paxman.
You're at the desk.
I'm rehearsing, so I'm saying news. I want to go independent, but I'm not allowed to say it publicly. I get my lips on the cup, or I might not want to go independent. It could go either way. I'm not going to say it. I get my cup.
Stop.
I get my cup.
I'm left-handed.
I get. So there you are. You're doing the drinky thing, and it's got to your lips. The lip. Paxman. What does Paxman say?
Kirsty, you're not drinking out my Snoopy mug.
So he said you're not drinking out my Snoopy mug.
What's he doing this for?
What's it? What?
You said you're not drinking out of my Snoopy mug, are you?
And you're me.
Oh yeah, sorry.
With him,
You're me anyway.
I'm
and I've got my left hand.
Are you doing Paxman now?
No.
Why is he talking like that? I don't
Because the
understand why he
microphone's
does
broke.
this.
He's like, he's a long way away. It's a big room.
It's a long way away.
You drinking out of my cup?
It's a small room.
So you've got the cup, and Paxman walks in, and then you say, I can't do you because I wasn't there. You have to now be you. So you said, I'm now Paxman. Oh, Kirsty, are you drinking from my Snoop, whatever? And you said...
It's only a mug. What does it matter?
And he said...
It's my mug.
And you said...
OK, have your mug.
And he said...
Wash it first.
Oh, I've been through that conversation with a woman before. OK.
But then he didn't talk to you for a week.
A week's a long time. What is it about Paxman? We wouldn't talk to you for a week
Who
because of
said that?
That was in your...
You did when you read it.
I think we made the number.
I think it's a lie.
Who said that? Oh, no, who was it that said that? Somebody said it.
I suspect you're edging towards her telling a lie.
I think it's a lie.
I think it's a lie. And do you know what? I believed her until the week mistake.
Until the unravelling.
So you say it's a lie. Kirsty, was it truth or was it a lie?
Try.
And that sound signals time is up. It's the end of the show. I can reveal that Lee's team have won by 3 points to 2. Yeah. But it's not just a team game, of course, and my individual liar of the week this week is Adam Buxton. Yes, Adam's got more flannel than the John Lewis bed and bath department. Good night.